Motivated with life-changing alliances, and we actually have that wonderful Deidre Lynn. And Deidre Lynn, where you from?
I am from Philadelphia, but I am recently a resident of the wonderful sunshine state of Florida. Thank you very much.
Let's talk about this new principle that we went over today in class. Talk about it.
So we covered two, and so actually three. So I'm going to read them real quick. The first one, it is not necessary to get rid of fear in order to succeed. That's the first wealth principle. So you can think about that for a second. The second one we talked about, if you are willing to do only what's easy, life will be hard. But if you are willing to do what's hard, life will be easy. That was the second one. And then the last one we talked about today is the only time you are actually growing is when you're uncomfortable. That's the only
Wow.
time we're actually growing is when we're uncomfortable.
Wow. Interesting. So which one you want to cover? Which one did stuck out to you today out of those three?
It is not necessary to get rid of fear in order to succeed.
Why do you say that?
Well, for a couple of reasons. First of being, everyone has fear. It's not like
I mean,
rich people have less fear than like we all have fear. But the difference is rich people work through it. They push through it. And in some cases, and a lot of times the word fear itself is always viewed in a negative connotation. And sometimes the fear can propel us or move us forward through a situation. If I'm afraid of losing my job and staying in a shelter and being homeless, you know, partially because I've been through that before,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and fear, my underlying fear of ever having to go through that again in life makes me like, you know what, I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to not have to do that again. So that fear is in the back of my mind and it's pushing me forward because I don't
Wow.
want to deal
Wow.
with that
Wow.
situation.
Wow. Wow.
And
Wow.
so, again, the fear, we can turn it around and use it and make it help us or aid us and push us through a situation.
Wow. Woo, that was good. That was excellent. Wow. All right, Miss Diane is in the building. How are you? Diane.
Hello, I'm
Oh
doing
my
good.
God.
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good.
Good. Good.
You know,
Which
fear
one of those
is,
principles today worked on you?
for me, it's the principle of not taking the easy road.
Okay.
Because the easy road leads to destruction, and the narrow road or the hard road is what will lead to success. So that stood out to me.
So you say that, and we got these people listening today. So what, like, give me an example. Help us out there. Give me some type of, like, what's a hard, like, something people don't want to do because it's hard, or yeah, like
Uh,
quit your job or something like that. Like,
Let's see.
yeah.
So, yeah, that is a good example because sometimes we get comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
and when you
Mm-hmm.
get comfortable, you tend to miss out on opportunities and you miss out on blessings because you're stuck in that one place and everything is familiar and you don't want change. So that's the easy road. But the hard road is making the decision to say, you know what, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone and I'm going to experience something different and better. So what happens is when we don't move, God makes the things make you get fired. And then when you get fired, you're forced now to move because you don't have a choice now, right? So That's what happens when we don't make the decision. Something happens that forces us to make the decision.
Wow, 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 wow. We got this brother named Sam on there. Thank you so much, Diane. That was excellent. Wow. So that was good. Y'all, hey, y'all can y'all can even talk in the chat and like give it up for Miss Di. Y'all can y'all saying something, just talk, type it in the chat. But Sam, I am Mr. Robinson. We got three wealth principles we went over today. And which one of them would you say hit you the most? And from there, Ree, you is next. So you just y'all don't even see how I'm doing stuff. Go ahead, Ree. I mean, go ahead, Sam. Talk. Which one of them principles got you? I don't hear you, Sam. Get your mic together. He got so much technology over there. He's ridiculous. See, wow.
Is that
Yeah, it was there.
yeah? Yeah, I
Yeah.
turned it off for some reason.
Okay. Good.
Okay. So it was the Proverbs that actually sunk in um, that you read earlier. The part of the wealth principles that he said, well, a comment he made actually when he was speaking with the guy, and the guy was saying he would love to go if it was in his area. Getting out of your comfort zone, feeling a little uncomfortable, that stuck out in combination with the proverbs that you read earlier. So my takeaway is that once you decide what is it that you want, you have to be willing to let go of everything you have within your comfort zone in order to get there. You can't travel if you're not willing to leave your house.
You can't
And
travel unless. Give me just elaborate just a little bit more on that one, Sam. Give me a little bit on that. Don't kill him too bad though. Just a little bit more.
so the situation, an example would be I have a meeting later on at 3 o'clock today.
Mhm.
And so if I'm unwilling to get into my car and go to the meeting, I'll never arrive at the meeting. It's like if here we're on Restream, if I'm unwilling to click the button to get there, then I will never get there. And I have to be comfortable enough with the technology to do that, or at least comfortable enough to get into the car and hit the road. Most of us are quite comfortable in our comfort zones, and we won't want to disrupt that. It comes down to tradition versus relationship. If we want to have a relationship of with success itself, we have to get rid of the traditions that our parents and others have taught us to say
Mm.
those lines. You shouldn't talk to strangers. That's something that we were taught. However, who are you going to do business with? You got to talk to other people that you don't know in order to do business. So you've got to let go of those types of traditions that hold us back and embrace new relationships with technology, with the destination where we're going in order to do that. I hope that explains what I meant by that.
Wow. That was good. That was good. That was good. Hopefully y'all got that one. Hopefully you got it. All right, now Sam and Am. Come on up here, Miss Ree. What you doing over there? How you doing?
Hey. I'm going to be quick because I am currently pampering myself. But I did want to say thank you for bringing me up. And just to say that my fear is to speak in public. And the reason why I decided to come up on the panel is so that I could learn how to not to be in fear. So this right here is helping me
Mm.
overcome my fear and be able to start my own platform as well. So thank you for helping me in that department.
Wow, that's good. That was good. That was good. Give it a look at say I say look at says come on up here, Miss Therese. I got you, girl. Wow, thanks, dear Ree. That was good. All right. I hope you got your subject too, Ree. Mm-hmm. Yeah, talking about what you're going to record on. 1 minute. Let's get it. Come on up here, Miss Therese. What one of these wealth principles, if you're willing to do only what's easy, that was Diane. If you only do what's necessary and try to get rid of your, that ain't going to work. What's the other one here? The only time you were actually growing is when you are uncomfortable. See?
Well, let me. Oh, okay. So, like, just like Ree, I can't stand talking in public. I have like an anxiety to the point where I feel like my heart is just gonna jump out my chest. But recently, my pastor has been out of town, so it has been me as a minister to bring forth a word on a Sunday morning, and I'm just like, oh my God, what are you doing to me? But I find that once I get behind the pulpit and I pray and I exhale, and as long as I'm confident in what I'm speaking, I find that the fear that I have to dwindle, starts to dwindle in me. So I need to be uncomfortable in order to get comfortable. So it makes me want to be better. It makes me want to study my craft. So that way, when I'm speaking, people can feel what I'm speaking and know what I'm speaking is truth.
OMG. That but oh good googa mugga. Hello somebody. That's good, Teresa. Me and you have to have a conversation after this call today. Cause man, so you are so on point on this joint here. So God bless you. Thank you very much. Wow. Let's bring up Miss Nicole. How you doing, Nicole? That was good.
Good morning, and thanks for inviting
Good.
me to this platform.
You are welcome.
So, for me, I agree with Bree and Therese as far as public speaking. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I, I'm not going to say I hate it, but I'm not comfortable doing it. Um, However, I have, over the past few months or so, been practicing speaking on camera, doing lives. And I didn't think about it until this very minute that because I like to travel so much, I do live, um, I'll say showings of my cabin on my cruise ship or the resort that I may be visiting. Um, so I have been doing lives for a minute, just not thinking about the fear that I've had regarding that. I find that, especially being behind the camera, I don't do too many lives, but I will. I love the ability to be able to record and delete and delete again, because one of our biggest fears is always about being judged by other people and what we think other people are going to think. Oh, I don't look right, my hair is not right, oh, my mouth is funny, whatever.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
always have that concern of being judged. So you can
Mm.
hit the record button multiple times and hit delete multiple times until you at least feel comfortable with what you're presenting. And then over time, you will then become more comfortable with doing something live.
Facts.
Um, Practice, practice, practice. The more you do it, the more confident you become with it, the more comfortable you will be with it, and then further you will go with doing it. So then, doing something live will become second nature to you.
Wow.
So practice with that record. The delete is a
Wow.
wonderful thing. It
Wow.
really is. So that's my take.
Dang, that was good. That's excellent there, Mr. Cole. Proud of
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Yes, yes. We got all these folks up here, y'all. Now we got Miss Bree Black, Sabrina. It is such good to hear from this young lady too. Out of these three fears, which one did resonated with you the most?
Howdy, howdy. Can
I can hear you well.
well, mine is fear. That's what had me gripped for a very long time. And I still have some fear, but that one is the one for me. And the example I have is my fitness business. Because I love working out. But when you take it to a business level and start working out with a lot of other people, I was getting nervous. So when it was first
Mm,
presented to me when COVID happened, I was teaching at the gym, and when COVID happened, a friend of mine said, just do it from home. I'm like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to start a business. And I was afraid. So they were walking me through it. So I just went on Zoom from my living room. And I was like, but if they can see everything, what if it doesn't
mm,
work right? What if I mess up? All these questions. I was so nervous when I first went live. And even though a lot of stuff went wrong, you know, we got a good workout. And that's what it was explained to me. Even Nicole on the call, she was like, stop worrying about all that stuff. We just want to work out. Because I was running through all these scenarios in my head. What if this doesn't go right? What if? And I was talking myself out of it because I was afraid. Like Nicole said, what fear of rejection and all this other
mm.
stuff. But I love it. I'm so glad that I just pulled the trigger and did it anyway. And even now, when I hit go live, I still get nervous, but I
Right.
enjoy the workout.
Right, right. And look how many people you're helping in the midst of that. Like that has give me something on that. Like I know you were a little skeptic about starting that business. I mean, like who would ever think now where you are and today, how many people you are really helping and the friendships and stuff you're building. Can you talk a little bit about overcoming, helping them to overcome your fear to do that?
Well, before I get that, I just want to remind you of the seed you planted. Remember when we were in the cabin trip and you had me exercising with different people? That was the first tidbit that I had with working out with other people because you asked
Wow.
me to do a quick class on one of the breaks.
Yes,
So
yes.
you planted the seed right there. I just want to remind you of that. But it does feel good to know that I'm helping people get in shape and I'm helping them to, meet their fitness goals. And I just have to remove myself from the equation and remember it's not all about me. It's about me helping them. And as long as I'm not focusing on me getting everything right, then, I can continue to focus on helping other people get in shape.
Wow, wow, wow. Where is Alan? Alan, are you there, sir? Wow, thank you so much, Sabrina. This is really good, guys. All right, there he is, Mr. Allen. Let's bring Allen up here to the forefront. And Allen,
Yes, sir.
how are you, sir? Good to see you.
Not bad, Kev. How are you, sir?
Excellent, my friend. So, first and foremost, we want to thank you for coming to class this morning. And there was three wealth principles that we went over today, and one was about getting uncomfortable, the fear that some people just they don't want to see, they don't want to talk about it. But at the end of the day, there's a fear. Their fear. It's not necessary to try to get rid of your fear, but use your fear to get past to go to the next when you want to become this level of being a millionaire. Talk to these people out here, brother. Which one of these principles resonated with you the most?
Well, pretty much for my fear is when I think something is good, and I really mean good. Like for instance, there were some platforms that we had or have, and I was thinking they were good, and I would share. I was pretty much not really wanting to share with people because people will think of you in some other way if something goes wrong. But pretty
Hmm.
much it was like we had some good platforms, or have, and I was like telling people about it, and people were like, "Well, I'm gonna check it out on YouTube." And as you know, with YouTube, for instance, if I had a YouTube channel and I wanted to get a lot of hits, and I knew somebody was gonna talk about, let's say, wanted to see some information for, let's say, XRP. No, 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 that's a coin. For one of our platforms, I would probably, so I could get a lot of hits, I would probably say, "Hey, watch out for this platform. It might
Hmm.
be a scam." And pretty much people, when they go to check out something, they will go check out and see if it's a scam. And then they'll come back to you the next day. "I heard it was a scam. I checked it out on YouTube." Yeah, but I would explain to them that, well, first of all, you gotta make sure you wait. If you're gonna put money into it, it's money you could lose. And as for the people on YouTube telling you it may be a scam, that's only because they want to get people to click like on their
Hmm.
page, or get a whole bunch of views. I
Hmm.
mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a scam. It doesn't have to be a scam period. A scam period. But people are going to click on it. Let me hear what this guy has to say about such and
Hmm.
such. Let me hear. Let me hear. Let me hear. Let me hear. I heard it's a scam. But while you're clicking on that, they're getting like a million hits, which gives them that gold YouTube whatever thing. And plus they're getting paid. Be like, tell everybody everything's a scam. The first thing people are gonna do is go, "Is it a scam?" Boom, 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 and it really may not be a scam. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But what happened is, I pretty much, for platforms we had earlier, I would tell people about, and people would be like, "I got some extra money, I'll put it in," and when it doesn't pan out, they try to avoid you. So pretty much, I'm kind of like on the iffy side of, always. I have this fear of, I don't want to tell anybody anything, but about first mover's advantage. I don't want to tell anybody anything due to the fact I don't know what's gonna happen, and I can't stand these people, like, I don't know, ignoring me, or probably you know not being the way they used to be towards me.
Mm, mm, mm,
Even
mm.
though, even though I tell them, only use money you're not gonna lose. That you're not that you wouldn't care if you lose, because pretty much I'm in a lot of things, and if something bad happens, well, it's not that I don't care, but I'm not gonna be like tearing myself up saying, "I shouldn't have put money in this thing." You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's money I could afford to lose, so I'm like, yeah, okay, it didn't pan out. Next, next,
Wow.
next.
Wow. 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 Thank you so much, my friend, today. That was good. See, a lot of us wasn't thinking on the level that he thought on, but how many of us are afraid to talk to people about an opportunity because we think something is going to go? You don't control that, guys. That is major. Oh, I ain't gonna tell this person. I ain't gonna. But how many of y'all thinking, like, if you're thinking or you're worried about that, guess what? You're not gonna have success anyway. I'm gonna say it like that. How about that? I'm gonna say it again. If you think like that, you'll never have success. And then guess what? One of the things that it just told you in the book, it says you can't be worried. Deidre Lynn, you want to tell me a little bit about that? This is really good here. I hope you guys are really listening to those that spoke today, because and Alan, man, you get a badge of honor today, because a lot of the fears that we have that stops you from getting to become that millionaire, I guarantee you, is because of what people may say back, or you might just lose a friend or two. Period. Wrong answer. How about that, Nicole? What you think about that one? Ain't gonna say nothing now, right, Alan? Good stuff, boy. I love it. All right, guys. Hopefully you did get something out of that. I gotta get up out of here. It is 25 minutes later.